Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. And by the video title, you know what this video is about. How far can the Pittsburgh Steelers go this season? This Steelers team right here, like I mentioned many times before. I know it's early on in the season. I like doing videos like this before we get to the season like that, so we can kind of come back to it and see if your prediction is good or not. But the Steelers, they've been doing a lot of moves, making a lot of moves. Of course, you know, in the offseason, went out there and traded for DK Metcalf. They traded George Pickens away, and then they got DK Metcalf brought in. Of course, you know, I think they brought DK Metcalf in before they traded, of course, George Pickens, of course. And then they went out there and made a move and got Jonas Smith and Jalen Ramsey in by trading Nick Fitzpatrick. They went out there and just been adding pieces, you know, adding pieces and stuff, going out there being smart and aggressive and stuff. Went out there, got Derek Carr in the draft, got Caleb Johnson, new running back in the draft. Went out there, got Yahya Black to add more pieces in the draft as well. I mean, in the front D line as well. Went out there and add a lot of different pieces. So I think the Steelers have a team that's geared up. The depth is good on defense, and also, of course, on offense. You look at the O-line. It's still very young. That's kind of the one question I'm gonna discuss that a little bit later. But everybody else on offense, look at the tight ends you have: Jonas Smith, Leonard Washington, Pat Freiermuth. You have Calvin Austin, who's showing you a little bit in training camp why he think he can be receiver too. He's playing pretty good football like that. He beating JPJ, he beating Darius Slade, catching plays on different people and stuff, going out there making plays against some of our starting cornerbacks. So he's showing you why he can definitely be a consistent second option receiver role. So he's going out there making plays. And then of course DK Metcalf, we know what he can do. We seen that crazy catch he made in training camp. I think that was yesterday. So you have a lot of different weapons, of course. Aaron Rodgers being your quarterback and stuff. So I think the Steelers have pieces everywhere. Like I mentioned before, the defense is Super Bowl caliber. Now in the playoffs, they got to show me something. They got to show me, because we've seen it year after year. The Steelers defense be built up, and then once the playoff time come, they act like they don't know how to play defense anymore. But the Steelers defense is Super Bowl caliber. They have pieces everywhere. Your linebackers are very good. They can cover. You have all the DBs you need to have, of course. With Deshaun Elliott, with Jalen Ramsey playing all around the secondary. You have Darius Slade. You have JPJ, Benny Bishop, Nichols. Well, is it Nichols or Eccles? I think it's Eccles, yeah. You got him as well. You got Thornhill. You got a lot of different individuals around there who can make plays for you and stuff as well. So now you can man up. You can send those blitzes in like you used to do in the old days like that. You can send blitzes in because you can man up because you're not worried about your cornerbacks getting torched. I do not want to see anything with Terrell Austin having us sit back on 12 yards. Our cornerback sit back 12 yards on third and 8. No. We need to be up in the grill. Up in their grill, making plays like that. We have guys who can play at press coverage and man-to-man defense, and we have guys up front like Derek Harmon, Cam Hayward, Yahya Black, Cameron Bennett, TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith, who can get to the quarterback and who you can definitely count on like that and make everybody else's job easier too. So it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice to see how this defense fully look once the season starts. We'll see a glimpse of it a little bit in the preseason, but it's gonna be very good. The Steelers defense was ranked, I think, #1. Right? I think the D-line was ranked #1. D-line was ranked #1 by PFF. They said the best D-line. It was adding edge rushers and the whole line basically. So the Steelers had the #1 ranking, surprisingly, by PFF. They usually rank us pretty bad in there sometimes, but the Steelers up front is very good and very disruptive. So I'm not worried about the defense. The offense, like I mentioned earlier in this video, the offensive line is really the only thing that's kind of a question, because we know they have talent, but they haven't really played together a lot. Brandon Jones gonna be playing on the left side, finally officially there for the full season. Trevor Thomas played a few games. He was looking pretty good in those games, but he's coming off of an injury that he missed the whole season last year. He's gonna be playing right here. And then you have, of course, McCormick. Gonna be playing, of course, up there like that, you know, being a full-time starter. And you're gonna have Frazier back and see how he does in his year 2. He did very good in year 1. And I just see Malu has injury concerns at times, but he's a good player when he's healthy. So we'll see how these guys emerge. It'll be the first time they played a full season together as well, too. So if they all stay healthy throughout the year, it'll be the first time they play a full season together. So there's gonna be a lot of questions about, can they stay consistent? Can they stay consistent and keep Aaron Rodgers clean consistently like that? Don't let him get hit. We've seen some hits last year when Aaron Rodgers got hit. Even the plays he delivered the ball, I think he gets sacked, but he got hit a few times, and you know he was limping and stuff. You know, he's an older quarterback. He's turned 41 years old. I think he is 41 now. So you have Rodgers. We'll see how things go. But that's really my only question about the team. Really is about, you know, the O-line. Can the O-line hold up and be consistent enough to keep Aaron Rodgers clean and to run the football efficiently, so we can be able to set things up and open up our offense? Because you have all these tight ends. You can definitely run 13 personnel where you have 3 tight ends. You have 1 receiver, being DK Metcalf, who's 6'4". You have Leonard Washington, who's 6'8". You have Pat Freiermuth, who's like 6'5", 6'6". Jonas Smith, same thing, around 6'5", 6'6". And create a lot of different mismatches in opposing teams' secondary. So I can't wait to see how it looks. But in my opinion, the Steelers team right here could definitely go far. I cannot see why they cannot go to the AFC Championship game. If everything goes right, and I'm talking barring injury, of course, everybody stay healthy and they play the full time. Like I mentioned, I think I think I answered somebody in the comment section before. They said that they believe Aaron Rodgers to be top 5 in MVP votes. I said if Aaron Rodgers, barring injury, if everybody stay healthy, everybody play like they're supposed to play, Aaron Rodgers I can definitely see him throwing 27 touchdowns to like 8 interceptions, having 100 plus, maybe 101 passer rating, and then probably 3,800 yards or something. Still probably run the ball a lot more, but 3,800 yards, and definitely winning 2 more games than we did last year. Last year we went 10-7. We should have had probably a 13-win record last year, but you lose last four games, 5 if you count the playoff game, and you collapse a little bit and finish at 10-7. But I think the Steelers can definitely win 12 games this year. I think they can win 2 more than they did last year. People keep saying the Steelers are going to have a horrible record. Aaron Rodgers is probably the best quarterback we had in some years. We haven't had a quarterback who throw over 20 plus yards and put 20 plus touchdowns since Big Ben retired. Russell Wilson threw what, 15, 16 last year? And then you have before that, Mr. Trubisky, Kenny Pickett. Both of those guys you combine for 20 like touchdowns like that. And then you have before that Kenny Pickett and them as well like that. It was there for like 2 years straight. So it really haven't been a lot of quarterbacks we had who was able to go out there and put some plays up and make some plays and stuff as well. So having Aaron Rodgers here, who coming off a season where he threw 28 touchdowns, just 11 interceptions, I think he'll go out there and merge well with the offense. They can keep them clean. Everybody stay healthy. I can definitely see the Steelers at least reaching the AFC Championship game. They can possibly win the division as well, like that. So it can possibly happen like that. Being at 12-5, I think 12-5 can definitely get you the division, depending on the matchups with the Ravens and stuff. If you split with them and you sweep the Browns and then you sweep the Bengals too. Hey, I had the Steelers sweeping the Browns. I have them splitting with the Ravens. And I have them maybe sweeping the Bengals. It depends though. It depends. I think the Bengals could catch us slipping a little bit off that bye week. Then we have a back-to-back. We have a short week. We play a division game. We have a short week, and you play the Bengals on that short week like that. So kind of like a back-to-back division game. So I'm gonna say the Steelers possibly could sweep them, but might lose one. But we should at least go 4-2 in the division. At least 4-2. So we'll see what happens, of course. But in my opinion, the Steelers can definitely go to the AFC Championship game. Can definitely be AFC Championship contenders with this team. You have rosters and pieces. You have pieces on the roster everywhere. People keep saying, oh, the Steelers team don't have this. And like, hey, you look everywhere. The defense is nice. We can run the ball with Caleb Johnson and them. And if Aaron Rodgers stay healthy, and barring any injuries in the offense, everybody stay healthy and good, you can definitely go out there and put some points up and put some numbers up, especially the defense playing the way it's been playing the past years. Defense even better now. So I think last year defense only allowed 18 points per game, I think, last year. And then the year before that was like 19. The year before that was like 17, 18. They can stay around that range, and our offense can go up there and put up 25 plus at least points per game. We can definitely win 12 games. Definitely. It's a few teams that you got to put more than 25 up to beat, but it's not a lot of teams that gonna put up past 25 like that. So we definitely go out there and win 12 games and see ourselves making a run for the AFC title game. But that's my prediction right there. I know some people might think I'm delusional, probably. Some fans might believe it. Some fans might say, nah, this is crazy. But I think if everybody stay healthy, you can definitely see it happening. But let me know down below what you guys think. What will happen? You think the Steelers can make a run all the way to the AFC Championship game, or you think the Steelers going to miss the playoffs? You think the Steelers going to be first round and done? One and done, divisional round, Super Bowl. You might think Super Bowl. Let me know what you guys think down below. But I'll see you guys probably tomorrow for some more content, probably some more NFL news. I know we've seen Shamar Stewart. He got his contract finally now. And also Trey Henderson is still working on his deal, and Terry McLaurin is still working on his deal. So we'll talk about more of that stuff tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. But I'll see you guys when I see you. Peace out.